my moisturizer, my eye cream, and everything. So now I'm going to start with a little bit of concealer, and I kind of use that just on my face, or through, you know, pretty much all over my face. And I don't really wear foundation, but you can if you want, and then do the concealer after. Okay, so my first step is just like with contouring, you're gonna kind of make mark your concealer in like this V-shaped fashion, and then in little triangles under your eyes. I know it looks kind of scary, doesn't it? And then down your nose. I have some areas here that I like to cover up, so corner of my nose, it may not be your nose, a little dab on the chin. I don't have a beauty blender because I feel like it collects a lot of germs, but I do use a little sponge. I get it nice and damp, and I dispose this is used, but I usually dispose them every day. I just was traveling and I totally forgot about getting a new one. So with your damp beauty blender or sponge, beauty sponge, you want to blot. You don't want to smear. You just want to blot your concealer in. So next I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow, and I love it. It's amazing. I've been using it and I'm almost done, and I bought the brush that goes with it. I'll link everything below. But you want to get a little bit on your brush and you want to make sure it's clean, and then you're going to draw in your eyebrows and go with the strokes of your hair. So as you can see right now, I'm drawing it in horizontally, and then when I get to the front, my eyebrow hair grows vertically, and so I'm drawing them in vertically. So that's the important step in making sure that your brows look natural when they're drawn in. And once you're done drawing in your eyebrows, I always like to thicken them by using a brow mascara, and the one I'm using is by L'Oreal. I love it. Sometimes I put 2 coats, and also just helps everything stay in place. Next up is my eyeshadow. I love this Nudes palette by Beauty Counter. I'm going to start with the color Ash. It's a good color to put just in the corner of your eyes. If you have an eyeshadow base, I would use that before. I just forgot mine because I was out of town. You're going to use an angled brush, and you're just going to put it in the corner of your eyes, just like this. Next, I'm going to use the color Platinum. It's a lighter shade from Ash, and I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid into the corner of my eyes. And I'm just going to use a regular eyeshadow brush for this step. Next, I'm going to use Storm, and I'm going to use my eyebrow brush, but you can use a very thin eyeliner brush, and you're going to just draw your eyeliner. So your lower lid and then all the way across your upper lid. You can do a little winged eyeliner with this Storm eyeshadow as well if you'd like. So now, of course, I'm using an eyelash curler. A lot of people don't use the eyelash curler, but I have to, or else you won't be able to see my eyelashes. But I curl those, and then as soon as I curl those, I'm going to place a primer on. And as I'm letting that dry, I'm going to go ahead and use my blush. It's by MAC, it's called Blush Baby. And it's one of my favorites because it's not too pink, it's not too dark. I think it's just right, and I love it. It gives you just the right amount of color. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply another layer of my primer. And while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and start contouring. I don't contour every day. I mean, who has time for that? But I have the Tarteist contouring kit, and I'm using the color Shade right now to shade in along my jawline, along the outside corners of my forehead, along the corners of my nose, and also underneath my cheekbones. Those are the areas that I want to shade in. So if you have a round face, for example, you want your face to appear more oval, and so you want to shade in the areas that you want to hide, pretty much. So that's what I'm doing here, and of course you're just going to blend it in by blotting with the damp beauty blender or your makeup sponge. Now I'm going to use the color Sculpt, and I'm going to place it in the same areas that I had the shade in. When you're doing your nose, you can compress your brush. That way you can get a little bit more definition that way. Or you can use a smaller brush if you want. Now I'm going to use the color Strobe and brush it along my T-zone. So my forehead, my nose, my chin, and compress it again to put it along my Cupid's bow, and also just the tops of my cheek to give myself a little bit of a shine. Now that my primer is dry, I can go ahead and apply 1 to 2 coats of this CoverGirl mascara, which I absolutely love. I won't buy any other mascara. I'm going to use the Vitamin C Facial Mist by Beauty Counter. I absolutely love it. It makes your skin feel so good, and of course it's adding nutrients into your skin. Next is the Makeup Setting Spray by Urban Decay. Love, love, love it. It keeps your makeup on all night. Now on to my lips. You want to go from the outer corner to the inner corner, and then the entire lower lip in one sweep. I'll link the lip gloss below, but I love it, and that's my final look.